So while we're still welcoming back Uncle Reno, while we're still welcoming Uncle Reno back from exile, should we call it exile now? So there are that Uncle Reno is just in for the job of the former spokesperson of President Bwala Tinubu was relieved, but said in the media for euphemistic reason that he resigned. So Brother Reno, the child of Brother Reno. So Brother Reno is just looking for the job of Ingilale, and in the lineup there is Brother Reno, now back from exile. There is David Bwala. Is it David or Daniel now? And there is Femi Fani-Kayode. Knowing the kind of people these guys are, political jobbers, if you would give job to any of these, who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be? So the chance for Brother Reno is kind of slim. That's why I said the trial of Brother Reno. Why is this slim? Well, Tinubu likes, Don Okupe did this job before under Jonathan. They are called, I don't want to use that word on the live show. So there's a word for them, there's a phrase for them actually. But let me just use the euphemistic style of it, which is attack dog for the presidency. Fire for fire, attack them. Reno is actually good for that job, given how he has done it against Peter Obi. He has demonstrated his skill and his talents to be able to handle that office. Fani Kayode over time had done it too. He can. David Bwala just came. He's been doing it for Atiku. Both David Bwala and Reno Mokri had done it for Atiku before, but Atiku has not been president yet. And I'll tell you the reason they are now coming back to Tinubu. I'll give you the reason. The chances for Atiku are looking dimmer by the day, because the Tinubu you see so, Atiku good. You go try, no go get that. It's similar to the go explain, no evidence. But Atiku really wants that job. He wants to be president. But these political jobbers know what's up. They know that with Tinubu in office, my God, and they don't want to lose their own career, so they guys continue to do what they do. So if you are Tinubu, for instance, assumption, I'm not by any chance insinuating that you can be or you will be. So I know some of you manage to have some decorum. You can't do some things, But let us just for a moment put yourself in that shoe. You need an attack dog. You have Reno just back from exile, ready to do the job. You have FFK. He's been there, did it before, but somehow people are looking at him as expired, sort of. So he's now in the low, like quietly, just trying to be getting contracts and doing his stuff quietly now. But he's still interested in the job of the presidential attack dog. Then you now have David Bwala. If you were Tinubu, who would you choose? For me, Reno is very good for that job. He has demonstrated in recent times that he's capable of attacking for the presidency. But the thing is, Reno lose somehow. Reno some kind of lose. So Tinubu may be scared that Reno lose small to pull Reno for this kind of job. If he lose guard one, they go yarn something. When it comes to composing tweets, composing messages, and pushing out there, Reno can do that job. Composing job. But when it comes to talking, Reno is not that savvy. He's not savvy with on the spot talking. Not too savvy. if you ask me, we are all looking for a better country, right? In a better country, well, no, mockery should be in the poultry. My own opinion, you don't have to take it. In a country that is working where the poultry workers, poultry at the agriculture sector is working fine, really should be in the poultry. And what section of the poultry? The poultry that has the pickup, the birds, when you are where they are training birds, speaks like birds. Uh-huh. It jives anyhow. And if you go missing and one day go complicate matter for presidency, you understand? I'm not trying to destroy a civil. I'm not trying to. No, it's very. I just said it before, just now. It's very good for that job. The only thing they say, you lose more. That kind of job is also. If you are looking for integrity, sorry, that kind of job is not for person with. Forget integrity. That kind of job, no be integrity. They use run am. Now, if you fire anything, now they take run that job. For me, some people are saying David Bwala. I'm saying no. David Bwala still manage. If they manage, you no be saying get. In they manage too. Try get. Reno don't do the job before. Whatever the case, Reno no fit resign. Now the kind job wey Uncle Abati don't do before too. The kind job wey Uncle Abati, Ruben Abati, don't do before too. Seun Kuti will say Ruben Agbaya. Seun Kuti stop insulting elders. Stop insulting elders. Stop calling Ruben Abati Ruben Agbaya. Ruben Abati knows he still has some modicum. Went back to the studio, went back to media, and continued to. There's nothing that says you could be a minister before. We've seen it several times, even in the old Western region. Somebody will retire as a parliamentarian and go back to teach. Go back to become principal at secondary school. That is integrity. It is what you are used to doing, what you love and have passion to do. You go back to become a lecturer at school. Whatever made economy, whatever made people lose that kind of modicum of character. It's funny, very funny. But people used to do it before. You could be one-time minister, one-time appointee of government, one-time spokesperson to government, one-time whatever. But in fact, one-time lawyer, we have seen now, some people will leave government and go back to be practicing law. If you don't have, what was Reno Omokri's job? What was his job? If you don't have a job that you can go back to after leaving office, you will become Fani Kayode. You will become Reno Omokri. You will become all these political jobbers because they have no skill they can go back to after leaving office. So no shame, no integrity. Me, I equate integrity to shame. You have shame, so no, this thing will bring shame. I know if you do. I don't do it before. No. The one that I can do, and somebody will not say it's because of money, but for passion, I can do it. That will not they bring shame. When they bring shame now, atenu. People know say na atenu make you they do waiting no right. You can't spin. I dey pity people they read all these nugets. They say there no nugget. I just dey pity you now. It goes spin things up and down for you because it's just spinning. It's not spinning, man. This guy is just spinning. He's just spinning. You say fact check me because he knows you will not fact check. Because he knows in this age and time there's ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and it's public. It's massive. People don't have time to go and fact check anything. Reno will say go and fact check me. He will select the one that even if you fact check, it will be correct. He will now inject opinion to twist it. It's very good. Reno is very good at that job. Very good. And marketing him for President Tinubu, choosing. The only downside to Reno is that he is loose. One day he go they talk. You go if you meet journalists wey fit twist, wey fit twist word out, you go jabo, spoil things. That's Reno for you. And you go leave office one day, Reno go jabo. Normal na Reno dey jabo well well. Na the only downside. Otherwise, Reno is very good for that office to replace Ngilale. Reno is very good. If not, a jabo, Reno ń jabo gan, ó ń japa. That said, Atiku is looking for 6-year term for Tinubu, and I'll tell you the reason today. The reason you see all these Atiku boys, Bwala, Reno, and co, running up and down, looking for appointment with Tinubu is because they know Tinubu well. Tinubu has become president already. You can't undo that. The only thing that can happen now is what can they do to influence Tinubu? And Tinubu gets sense. If you don't get sense for making country work for masses, he gets sense for keeping his regime. Give that one to Tinubu. Tinubu can keep regime. I sabi keeping regime well. And I'll explain. Most of the things Jonathan wanted to do as former president, that the ACN, when Tinubu was in opposition, did not want him to do. All those things are good. ACN then, as it then was, now APC, only slowed it down. They only slowed it down because they did not want Jonathan to be the one to achieve those things. They would rather be the ones to do it. Because if Jonathan did all of those things, there will be nothing left for them to cajole the public or the masses. For instance, removal of subsidy. They knew it was okay to an extent they knew it was okay, but not in every extent. But they did not want Jonathan to remove it because if he did it, there will be nothing for them if they come to power. There will be nothing left for them to use to cajole masses. That is one example. Another one. Now Tinubu is organizing youth confab. There was national confab under Jonathan, as organized by Femi Okunromu, Yinka Odomaki and co. You remember, there was confab already that had the best brains in the world. Whoever you liked, whether you call it Femi Falana, Akin, Oyebode of Unilag, the best brains were in that confab. Don't tell me anything. Their recommendations, if you just pick that recommendation up. Forget the no-go area of Nigeria is indissoluble, is a no-go area, the unity of Nigeria. Forget that one. Every other recommendation, if you do one, Nigeria will not be like this. They know. They know. They know all these things, they know. But you know what? They will not. They opposed it when they were in the opposition. They are now looking for backdoor way to implement those things they opposed then. Tinubu does not have any new idea. The same Tinubu who said through their ACN then, before they became APC, through merger with APC, that said that Nigeria needed sovereign national conference, opposed Jonathan's confab. The same ACN then that said Nigeria needs restructuring has no single bill proposing restructuring in Nigeria. In fact, the other time where there was rumor that Opeyemi Bamidele is proposing that if they do regional autonomy, they could give Biafra their chance to secede. He has since denied it. And in fact, in addition, he said there's no single bill suggesting or proposing return to regional autonomy as we speak. The National Assembly is populated with people who, when they were in opposition in ACN, were saying Nigeria needs to return to regional autonomy. And that Nigeria needs to return to so many things. And that Nigeria needs SNG, Sovereign National Conference, SNC, Sovereign National Conference. By now, they are not doing it. Guess what? The youths confirm that Tinubu's government is proposing. We end up still adopting most of the recommendations of the Jonathan's confirm, especially they want to now start amending this because of what we are saying. We know the tactics now. These are things we should have passed long ago. They just want to spend money around for some youths, you know. They just want to spend money around. They just want to spend money around for some youths so that they can keep short. The more mouths they can buy. If I want day they confirm I go dey. I don't want. I know some calls I get. I know calls that I get. Check when I just want to tell you, somebody will call you now. Please, if they ask you if you are interested, would you like to be, government wants to engage youth and they want to talk, I say, I don't want. Because I know the meaning. At the end of the day, they'll give all of you money, put you in hotel, lodge you in log, anything where you want, place you. You will no longer be able to speak. I know now. If all of us go, who go remain? We go to speak truth to who go remain? If I want Japa for this country since ago now, 2014, I don't go since. E get reason why I no wan go. Because if all of us go, who go remain? We go to still try make sense. See, we can't all sleep in the same place now. Let there be some kind of contrast so that things can be balanced. I know what they do. If you like abuse me, it's okay. It's okay. Whether you are for APC, PDP, we know you are all the same thing. But okay, anyways, I digress. I was talking about Atiku proposing 6 years. It is because you know that Tinubu, when Jonathan proposed 6-year term, ACN then opposed it. The reason they opposed 6-year term is they didn't want him to be the first one to realize it. They are looking at him as, when did they come to national politics? Was it not just deputy governor in Bayelsa? What is his political capital? Now we be, they come next. Now we go do am. So Atiku was feeling, why let's waste money again in 2027 to run another election, knowing that you will still win as a incumbent. And they are friends, Tinubu and Atiku, friends. You understand? They are friends. They worked together before now, and them chase Jonathan comot. So if those of you who are saying Atiku as one saint or better person today, you are wasting your time. Wasting your time because Atiku, Tinubu, Saraki, Dino Melaye, all those people who are acting as though they are better people today. APC was not a party built on ideology. It was a conglomeration of anti-Jonathan forces. After they achieved kicking Jonathan out, that who are you? How can you just come from nowhere? Become president, you want to achieve 6 years, and no, it should not be you. After chasing him out, finish. They now started fighting for their respective personal ambitions. They now started fighting for their personal ambitions. That was what scattered the APC again. So like everybody peer, and they started chasing themselves up and down. It was not a party in the first place built on ideology. It was just an anti-Jonathan forces who came up as a conglomeration to achieve just that one purpose: chase Jonathan out. Nothing more. So all the people who are still there today, now see the same. The politics don't play. They are not about governance for masses. Waste of time. If they had allowed Jonathan, most of the things Tinubu wants to achieve now, they are just picking Jonathan's paper and re-amending and reintroducing. Things that we dear way long. That's what they are bringing out, amending and presenting it all over again. It will look new to you, but they will. Now they are implementing a Rosanye report. Since when was Oronsoye's report? You understand? You're not going to pick one item out of it that suits them. They are doing this one. You're not going to they are doing this one. There's nothing they have done today that was not already. They only slowed down progress because they did not want it to be achieved under Jonathan. It's the same thing as we heard. They saw that Ambode was doing more than what they sent him. They say you won't get a second chance when Shiri. If you do all this work now, what would the next person use to campaign? Or what would the next person count as his achievement? They come out and they not give a ticket again. Those are the people running your country. I'm not saying you should hate them. I don't get issue with them because they are the people we deserve anyways. Going by the kind of people we are as a people. Going by the kind of people we are. We deserve them. So I'm not against them. I'm only explaining to you, just make it for clear. Since you like politics, past governance, let's be explaining politics now. Let's just be explaining politics. Since you like politics, past governance, let's just be explaining politics. Do you understand it? So that said, you now have David Bwala. Huh? Something is wrong with our people. Somebody says it's funny how Shegun is not supporting Jonathan because I could remember. No. But you are writing good English. Sorry, I'm not insulting you. You're writing good English, Adeshina Sodiq. You're writing good English. So I'm surprised how you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm only explaining. Jonathan was massively corrupt. What I am saying has never in any way negated or erased Jonathan's corruption. Jonathan was the most fortunate president Nigeria ever had. Do you know how much they were selling oil per barrel when Jonathan was president? So they were wasting the money. Do you understand? They were wasting the money. It was that wastage that made us go against Jonathan. So I am still, and I'll say it again and again, Nigeria had the best chance under Jonathan to become a Dubai. Jonathan, Shagaya, and his wife, they were wasting money. Using presidential jet to go and be doing illegal stuff up and down. Wasn't under Jonathan that Bwala Shagaya took presidential jet to go and be buying clothes for themselves in Lebanon? He's sick. Wasn't under Jonathan that NFPC was not remitting for that got Sanusi to be pissed off as CBN governor? Wasn't under the same Jonathan? So many things. Wastage everywhere. Wastages. Under Jonathan, a pastor, Orishe Jaffo, was using private jet to be taking money to South Africa to go and buy a pastor. Do you understand? So please, I have not rescinded, I have not reversed any of my words. I'm only giving narration. Since you like to discuss politics, people don't want to discuss governance again. So I'm just giving myself for a moment to discuss politics. So understand it. Listen with open mind. Don't listen with sentiment. So if you want to jab, move jab. You get see them now. See them. Not them. See them. So Jonathan remains corrupt person that would have been chased that normal. But I'm only saying that the people who organize themselves to chase Jonathan out had even worse things. That's what I'm saying. They had even worse plans for Nigeria. Look at them. Look at the likes of. Anyways, don't provoke me at a quick vex. That said, now Atiku knows that Tinubu wants to achieve 6 years that Jonathan could not achieve. Atiku is now proposing, Ogbeni, why not do it now? So that we don't bother to even have any election in 2027. Do it now. Finish in time now. I've been contesting since 1989. I never get this thing. Do it now. So that myself, you go hand over to me. make me say do at least 6 years, make I come out. If Nigeria won't change after they make it change, if you don't want change, make it no change. Obi don't join queue too. Oh more. So that is why Atiku wrote National Assembly on Democracy Day, their Independence Day, sorry, and said, wait, please let us have 6 year one time for everybody. So this thing can go round now. Because it's not about governance, it is about policies. Make the policies for go round. Meanwhile, Tinubu's plan now to run another election first, knowing that as incumbent, he go still come back. Final election we dey do, now he go still come back. It is the second tenure that Tinubu plans to now implement his 6-year term. It is in the second tenure that Tinubu intends to implement his 6-year term. So that there will be almost nothing left as governance for anybody again. Number one, he would have achieved 4-year first tenure. He will pretend he is not hearing all these things now or has never heard it before. He will now come back second tenure and implement it quickly. He already has his goons in the National Assembly everywhere. He already has his goons there. He will now implement it that time. So 6 years plus 4 years will now become 10 years of unbroken reign. That is what Tinubu wants to achieve. Atiku knows this will be possible with a Tinubu that he knows. Atiku is now appealing that no, let's do it now. Don't do 10 years. Please now. Don't do 10 years. Do 6 years. Do 6. So that means please still get chance. Come now. Do 6 now. Don't do it. Don't do the 6 second time. Please do it now. Again, dear masses, you think this is about you? Nah, it's not about you, man. It's about themselves. Selfish thing. So if you are following any of these people, all the best, man. Good luck. May your own chosen person win. In fact, may Tinubu do 10 years. May Tinubu do 20. You know, some of these people also like to buy for office. You know why? They like to buy for office. Because to a great extent, they will get state burial. You know what it means? All their colleagues all over the world, all the president, whether you like him or not, you have to go. A colleague died in active office. Now, what they do Mugabe that time for Zimbabwe now? He must die. He prefers to buy for that office. He prefers to buy for that office. Yeah, he prefers to buy for that office. So all these people, if you think say they there because they like you, if person like you, no go they suffer you like this. They buy yacht, they buy jets, they buy brandishing it to your face that you can do nothing while you are hungry. If they manage to increase salary, basic minimum wage, if they manage increase and manage to increase it small, then make sure say that thing where they increase, they will collect many folds back from you. Minimum wage where they increase, never reach the increase fair price, increase this, increase gas. When last did you buy gas? How much is your band A? How much is this? How much is that? The road where they manage won't do again. They know they fix existing road again. No. The importation prices they increase now. So that your shock absorber they spoil. You want import as they import another one, the price don't increase, they collect them. The new road where they even won't manage, do Lagos to Calabar. They don't tell you how many tools they want to stay. And now they want to collect. They allow everybody. They don't send you. But you know the sweetest thing about Nigeria? Sometimes they look like jazz. The sweetest thing about Nigeria is say the same people where they suffer, the same people where they back them up, they support them. Yanjeo, you thought you are enjoying, you think you are The few ones among the supporters wey get sense know say this government dey suffer people, dem dey japa. They are supporters of this government, but dem dey japa. If you think the country is viable under the president to support, why are you running? Why are you running? Like, why are you running? But we all know it is not. It is not viable. It's not. It's not viable. That's why the same ones among the supporters are running away. They are still deceiving more people. So it's now a game of deceive more people for us and get some cash reward. As they get their cash reward, they run because they know say the country no good. Under this arrangement, they know, like me, when will the rest of you now be wise? When? When? May the Lord deliver you, God of the universe, deliver Nigerians of brainwash, of deception, of lies, of misadventures, of misdirections, of misgovernance, of poor conditioning, mental conditioning. God of the universe, please deliver Nigerians. We need liberation now. The liberation we need is mental. We need mental liberation. Now when you want to God you, people are just too daft. You dey suffer is still daft inside them. On your ọmọ ego ní kó ṣàtìmáàpù. Kí ni ò bá pa? Àgọ́ yẹn náà kọ́ ni. Nigerians are just too daft. Sorry. No. Nigerians are not daft. Sorry. Sorry. Nigerians are not daft. They don't just guess. They didn't just know. Yes, sorry. They are just being misled. Sorry. Nigerians are not daft. They are just deceived. I'm sorry. Nigerians are not daft. They are just deceived. Shegu, stop being emotional. So that said, back to the topic. Somebody said that's on even on YouTube. I thought YouTube people used to have. Okay, 20 things. Say you yourself should be ashamed of asking this useless question. Among three of them, the 0 plus is this person. I know many people went to school, but there's something we need to always help ourselves to know. I know you went to school because you wrote in English language. That's not your father tongue because you are Tunji Abi. Excuse me. If you don't know how to recognize sarcasm, it's not my fault though. I'm only saying given our reality. And I started by saying that we all know that this is not the right setting we deserve. But if you were, it's an assumption. If you were the president and you want to protect this regime, who would you choose? So what are you saying? God deliver your people. For me, before I talk any more thing that they may say is bad, I'm out.